Hey there everybody, just doing a quick video on these Logitech speakers. I am a guitar teacher and I teach music and a couple of other stringed instruments as well here in the studio. And I've got these speakers here. They're little desktop speakers, so they're not super powerful. They're about 6 watts, as you'll see in the specs there. They are handy though, because I tend to rock up with a laptop, and so it's nice to plug into something and just have it, louder and sound better than a laptop speakers, which is always helpful. Now, the cool thing about this is that you have this 3.5mm audio jack on the input. It's actually wired into the back. This is the right speaker, so you can see here that's where your power goes in, and then you've got the output, which goes one wire goes to the second speaker over here. As you can see, nothing else on the back there, just that input for the left speaker. The right speaker has the combination there, so it's got the input cable and the speaker cable that links the two speakers in the one spot. And also on the front here, you can see it's got a headphone output on there as well, so you can plug your headphones into the speaker. So if you've got a home setup where you've got everything running through the speakers, but you can do a noiseless version, instead of having to find the end of this cable that's plugged into the back of a PC tower or something, you're able to just put your headphones in there and go for it. It's also got another audio input here, so that if you have an MP3 player or your phone or whatever that you're wanting to plug in externally, you can do it this way. This also means that you can get a device that has either a 3.5mm output on it, a 3.5mm jack audio output on there, or you can have a cable converter, so you can plug all sorts of things in onto that side, which is really helpful. So obviously, if you have an iPhone that doesn't have a headphone jack on there, you're able to get the lightning to audio cable adapter and plug it in that way if you wish. They're not super loud. The cool thing I like about them though is that if you turn the knob all the way left, it's off. Once you click it on, this little green light comes on. That's how you know. Now, and then that's obviously your max volume all the way to the right, which again, not super loud, but it's much better sounding than the internal speakers on a laptop generally, so that's helpful. And then, to turn them off, you can hear this click, and that's how you know that the speakers are off. Light goes off, the click, so that's nice. It's a nice analog feel. You don't get that very often these days, so I quite like having the knobs on things, but that is very helpful. So again, not super powerful, but definitely an upgrade if you're going to be plugging a laptop into something. It definitely helps for teaching. You can sort of play along to it and it'll keep up most of the time. But yeah, I hope that was helpful. Definitely worth checking out. It is an obvious upgrade from the speakers that you have, and for not that much money. So yeah, I hope you enjoy. I hope that makes a lot of sense, and all the best.